A very good morning. It's Mark here. It is Monday, June the 30th, 8 a.m. Eastern, 12 midday GMT. US session now underway, and let's have a look how the major instruments are performing going into this US session, start of a new week, last day of the month. And US dollar index, always our starting point. Again, bearish. This is on the daily, and have a look. We've seen a strong and steady sell-off in the US dollar going back last week. And so far today, still a little bit of red. It did test higher, all the way down to 96.90 is support, got resistance at 96.94. I did draw in a descending trend line, descending triangle, perhaps a bounce down off this descending triangle later today. You can see that the US dollar has fought back from this support level. Let's just zoom in on the hourly. And there you can see the strong support, that 96.59, how it's held up, provided a floor. Buyers of US have stepped in, buying at the support level, possibly coming up and looking to test this descending trend line. Buyers will look to break above it, above the 96.92 area, and get back to the 97 or higher. Sellers will look perhaps for a bounce down off this descending trend line and come and test the 96.59. So pretty much in the middle of the range for now. Bias is down, trend is still down, and US dollar has started a little bit weaker. We'll see during the US session whether it can fight back. Let's have a look at the S&P, which was really strong last week. Record levels in the S&P, and you can see today in the futures market and pre-Wall Street opening up, the uptrend has continued. There is demand. Equity markets looking strong. I've now got resistance sitting at 6,255 and support at 6,236. Wall Street opens up in an hour and a half, and we'll see whether this can continue this momentum, demand for US equities, and the test of that resistance at the 6,255 area. Gold, fighting back today, had a sell-off last week, weak gold. Unusual that we had gold and the US dollar, not the usual traditional inverse relationship, but both weakened last week. And starting off today, gold is definitely fighting back off the support level at 3,257, resistance at 3,295. Buyers will certainly be looking to come up and test that important 3,300 level. Given up, got close, given up a little bit since then, and now sitting pretty much in the middle of the range. If I zoom into the hourly, there you can see buyers started strong off the support level all the way up to the just below the 3,300, and now buyers will be looking to come up and test that 3,300 or higher. Alternatively, sellers could use this 3,300 as a, if it does get to that level, to sell from that level again like it did earlier. Alternatively, from the levels we're sitting at now, the 3,280, we'll look down here at this support, 3,257. But gold has started off strong, and we'll see if that can be maintained now that the US session is underway. Brent oil, sitting very flat over the past few days, following the rally we saw at the start of the Middle East crisis. Then we saw with the ceasefire in place, we saw oil prices come down, and now sitting at that kind of comfort area around the $66, $67 a barrel level. I've got support at 65.86 and resistance at 67.26. Could well wait for some fundamental factors to re-enter the market, be it Middle East and be it supply concerns, be it new trade deals and the global economy, but something to move oil out of this comfort area where it's sitting right now. Bitcoin, strong week last week. Starting on the back foot today, got resistance at 108,800, but sellers have pretty much dominated so far, and support down at 107,400, sitting towards the lower part of this range for now. Buyers will be looking to come up and test that 108,000, 108.8 thousand, get back to the 110,000 or higher, where sellers will be looking to break below this 107,400. If I zoom in on the hourly, there you can see clearly the resistance level, the 108.8 thousand. That's what buyers will be looking for. Note on the hourly, this double top strong reversal sign, which certainly played out and bounced up off here. Buyers did step in at the 107.4 thousand and now looking to try get back up to that over 108,000. We'll see now that the US session is open, how that plays out. Good trading, keep that discipline, and I will see you at the end of today's session.